food?
Indigenous food is complicated because like there's no grasp of what it is exactly. It just depends on where you're from, right? So like the Niska tribe is from BC. The Haida is from BC. You go to the East Coast, you go to Siksika, you go to the Blackfoot, you go to the Blood tribe, you go to Musqueam. Everything's different. So you're learning different protocols from all these different nations. That is Indigenous, knowing what protocol means. Protocol is very complicated because you got to realize that every nation does not believe in the same thing. Our belief systems are different. We are all different. We're not all the same. People just think that we're all Indigenous people, so we all, believe the same thing, but we don't. We all have different belief systems and protocols, and that needs to be celebrated in food for sure.
Mm-hmm. So do you celebrate all the different bands and tribes, all of the different customs and dishes? I'm sure that
I try to. I mean, like I said, I can spend one day with the Haida. What's that going to mean? Mm-hmm. What's one day going to mean? What's 5 days going to mean? What's a week going to mean? What's a month going to mean? It's not going to mean anything because I don't know enough. But those protocols and that information is important. So I try to gather as much information as I can and try to celebrate it the best I can to interpret the way I want to. You got to realize I'm a trained chef, right? Mm-hmm. So being a trained chef and celebrating Indigenous food go hand in hand. So it's my interpretation of what Indigenous food is. It may not even be right. I could be totally wrong. I could be way out in left field.
But at least it's an artistic interpretation.
That's right. Yeah. So that's what I try to do.
What wonderful.
One of my dishes is called war paint. It's a handprint on a plate with red pepper sauce. Maybe that might offend somebody. I don't know. But in my mind, I'm allowed to celebrate whatever I can, however I can, in my own way, because I'm trained.
Love to hear that. Now, how did that passion for Indigenous cuisine factor into the new Edmonton Oiler Hospitality Institute, where you were part of the curriculum, in particular for the module for Indigenous culinary?
Well, like I said, I can only celebrate the things I know. One thing you can't do is exaggerate or take advantage of the Indigenous community or the Indigenous world. I would be insulting my own nation and other nations if I took advantage of that for my own self-wealth.
Right.
So I have to get those information bundles and be as honest as I can to the people that taught me that, and be as fair as I can, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. If I'm not that, then I'm, I hate to say it, I'd be the biggest sellout. Trying to capitalize on something that isn't real.
Well, you have a lot of respect in the community, Shane. So
yeah, I know, but at the same time too, I got to be fair.
Understand? Yeah.